brothers, but not by birth. Family, but not by DNA. Dave and Adam are two of a kind, and they wanna borrow some of your day to talk into your ear holes about midi-chlorians and roller coasters. Those two things are unrelated, but so are they. They're unrelated at birth, like most people who aren't related. Unrelated at birth, but they're brothers in a brotherly way. Now it's time for the phenomenal brother and the golden voice of the South. They're brothers from different mothers, but they're both really proud to be unrelated at birth.
So I was scrolling on Facebook today, Adam, and I saw something that's going to make you feel really old, because it made me feel really old as soon as I saw it. You ready for this?
Go for it.
As of yesterday, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is now the same age that Tim Allen was when Home Improvement premiered.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll do it.
38. So he's your age.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas is your age.
Well, not anymore. I'm 39 now.
Oh, that's right. You're 39. So he's my age.
Yeah, he's your age. When you read that, did you make a certain sound? There you go.
Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, so Golden Voices of the South, Dave Adams, the Human Jukebox, back in my home studio, all the way at the top of the state, Madison, Alabama, in the Unrelated at Birth podcast studio. I'm naming it the Unrelated at Birth podcast studio.
I fully expect you to paint the logo on that wall behind you.
Funny you should say that. Well, first off, Human Jukebox, Dave Adams, yada, yada. We didn't say Human Jukebox yet. All the way from the House of Mouse, St. Cloud, the phenomenal brother, Adam Russell.
Me. You got it.
So funny you should say that, Adam, because the person that usually paints in my house is sitting here next to me. My beautiful wife, Amanda Adams. What was that look, honey?
I mean, I don't paint murals.
But you paint. So you're the one that paints in the house. I don't
paint the walls, yes.
I don't paint anything because you won't let me paint, right?
You're depending on me for a mural, though. It's going to be real sad.
We'll just make a fat head of you, Dave.
My head's already fat, Adam.
That's why it made sense.
Shut up. We'll just have to call. I bet my Meemaw would do it.
Yeah, sure.
My grandmother would do it. Y'all have all seen the painting that Meemaw did of me, right, Adam?
That's a solution to any problem.
Meemaw will do it.
I bet my Meemaw will do it.
Meemaw.
Sign her up. Sign her up.
Meemaw, you got that turkey ready?
So you've heard that story, right?
No, I don't think I have.
First off, introduce your person next to you.
I have my better half here as well, Blair. You all know her from last week.
Yes.
And
by the way,
she actually completely wants to rewrite her list.
Oh my gosh, I've got to do that.
Yeah. We went back to Halloween Horror Nights,
which we have to get Amanda to go next year.
Yeah, I agree. But at her request, she said, "I want to go back," and she did Graveyard Games, Nightingales with her eyes open completely.
Wait. Did Graveyard Games twice.
Twice.
Did the first Nightingale scare you again?
Yes. It got me again.
But you were expecting it this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still scared me.
Okay.
She had the benefit of that second and third walkthrough on Graveyard Games, though, which helped her really appreciate like the sets and you start to predict and get past it, you know.
Yeah,
well, that's all.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. So I think after seeing Us, though, I think we both agree, Us might actually be almost tied for first on my list.
Wow.
I hate to say it. Yeah.
See,
it's pretty darn accurate to the movie.
Well, so is Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I don't know, though. Us was really good.
Okay.
Jordan Peele is a genius.
He is. Blair, you have to talk Amanda into going next year.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Don't really do haunted houses.
I don't either.
I was going to say, Blair, didn't you say that
really
last year?
Haunted? Technically.
I don't pay to be scared, and I don't pay to cry.
Didn't I tell you she would say that? The exact same thing that I told you she would say.
I
That is
understand.
true, yeah.
I understand.
We did Universal Monsters again, and
Mhm.
what else did we do? Stranger
Which I
Things again.
Stranger
Max
Things.
just
Yeah.
tore. Apparently, I still have a lot of boxes in my podcast room, and Max is sitting here trying to eat the paper off the boxes.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's going to have a healthy diet.
sure.
But
Anyway,
there is a reason, Dave,
well,
that we have.
our wives here. First off, I want to hear Blair's new top 10.
Oh, sorry. My
I
bad.
haven't made it up yet.
Well, how would it change? Let's just summary for everybody. How would it change? Because you had Graveyard Games
I need to get my phone.
and Nightingale's like down towards the bottom.
Hold on.
Yeah, she'll be right back.
Hold on.
Okay,
See,
go right.
this is the very reason I'm going to do my plug. This is why I'm thankful that I got an Ember mug for my birthday from my parents. Thank you, Mama and Daddy.
Aw.
Because when we go long, my coffee will always be at the right temperature.
But you don't have. But you're drinking decaf coffee now.
So
There's an issue with that.
there's
That's
no
like-
issue with that.
That's like drinking O'Doul's. I drink it for the taste.
I do.
That'd be
I'm
like
a coffee snob, but only if it's decaf.
there's a non-alcoholic bourbon out there. That would be like that would be like me going out and drinking a non-alcoholic
It's
bourbon,
bourbon flavored water at that point, right?
basically.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, while Blair's doing her
Well,
top 10,
she's back. She's back.
Okay.
Hey, I hear myself.
that's okay.
Yeah, we'll work through it. It's okay.
Okay.
Adam's the producer. He can produce all this stuff, and who needs sleep in Florida?
I can't hear him now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can you hear me?
So,
Yeah, we're good.
yeah, we're good.
Okay, that was I guess a pause.
A pause.
Well, are we
Pause? You
going
want
to
me to clap?
Are we going to
Yeah, we're
keep this
keeping
in?
that. This is for real, man. This is the real deal going down.
Just for
right
realsies?
now.
Hey, who
Can
are
my
you-
wife please get to her list now?
My wife is texting while we're recording.
Your
What?
mom. It's your
Are you
mom.
texting me, Ma, about the mural?
No, it's Dave's mom.
No, she's texting.
Oh, you are in trouble.
She's texting
Oh.
easy. Anyway, all right, Blair.
About oils
All right.
that are not synthetic ones, like the
Oh,
magical
What?
scent of the day.
what is the scent of the day?
Beach
Okay.
Club.
Beach
Club.
Club.
Beach
All
Club.
right.
But
So
anyway,
go ahead,
top
Blair.
10 list, Blair.
Okay. So Universal Monsters is still at the top.
Mhm.
Okay.
We didn't do Ghostbusters again. I would put Us second, since we've seen the movie.
Told you.
Believe it or not,
Told you.
Graveyard Games is third.
Wait, and a non-IP comes in the top 5?
It was so awesome.
No, Us is Jordan Peele with
It's not the
the.
clown one.
No, that's
No.
it.
Yeah, I won't see it.
Us is really good though, Amanda.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Amanda
Really
will
good.
watch Us.
Yeah. Would Nightingale stay at the bottom?
Mm-mm.
See?
No.
Aren't you proud?
I am proud of her.
Yeah.
Did she go first?
No, she didn't go
No.
first. But she also didn't bury her head in my back and like rip the back of my shirt off.
My eyes
There
were
you go.
wide open.
Yeah. She enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's
All
our
right,
recap.
all right. So Amanda, go ahead and do the Meemaw story.
Oh.
You have to get up close to the mic.
So, Dave, we met after college, into college, after college, when he had already gone through his broadcasting school and lost most of his accent. So one day we were watching his family videos because his mom had them all converted to DVD from the old school little video cassette things.
Those high 8.
And
yeah.
I didn't see him in the video, but somebody was walking through. I knew that he was recording, and all of a sudden I hear it was Thanksgiving, so they were all getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner, and I hear, "Meemaw, you got that turkey ready?" I did not even recognize my husband's voice, his accent. Growing up in Coleman, Alabama, Holly Pond, Alabama, at that, my whole life, did not even recognize his thick Southern drawl in that video.
Now, if you get me and Adam around each other for a long period of time, our accents both start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, yeah, but not Meemaw, you got that turkey ready yet.
No, but I mean that was before broadcasting.
I think that's after our first logo T-shirt, Dave. I think our second one might be
Meemaw.
might have just come up with our second one.
All right, I'm okay with that. Meemaw, got that turkey
Yep.
ready?
That's awesome.
That is funny. All right. So, Adam, what's the real reason our significant others are on this show?
We had a as most things happen on our show, we had a text conversation about couches and throw pillows
And everything.
and everything, just in general, about things around the house that are purchased and placed in the house but are not to be used.
Right.
And there are many examples of things like this. The more we kind of talked, we even it's such a sensitive thing that we even put it out there to the Facebook group of what types of things like this would you like us to talk about, and no one responded.
So
We how dangerous. That's the danger of the territory we're wading into right now, Dave.
we're doing this for our listeners. I've already had the pre-talk with our wives here saying,
The
look,
pre-talk.
Pre-talk.
this is not, we are not arguing. We are doing this for the fans. We are trying to make people understand where the wives are coming from.
If you're married, you'll understand and hopefully get something out of this. If you're not, you'll walk into it full well knowing what to expect, and you'll be better off for it.
Exactly.
Because we're the first ones over the wall.
We are the ones basically sleeping on the couch tonight for
Well,
you.
no, you can't because of the pillows.
Good point. Very good point. Okay, well, so let's just get into it. Couple weeks ago, we moved into this house, bought new couches, and Amanda, I guess what, a week after we moved in, you had to go on vacation, or not vacation, you had to go on a work trip, right, to Cleveland, and I was
Not vacation. Nobody vacations in Cleveland.
Oh, I expect a phone call.
Cleveland's a dumpster fire, right?
I expect a phone call.
BK. Anyway, but so Amanda goes to Cleveland, and I'm sitting with the girls, and I look at the couch, and it's a decent sized couch, but there's 6 pillows on this couch. And before Amanda left, she said, "Well, Dave, why do you take the pillows off of this couch to sit on it? What's the point of having the pillows on the couch if they're
Wait,
not
so-
there?"
Time out.
Here's the
Let's
key
back up.
question. Hang on a minute. Here's the key question. Did the corner pillows, does she sit them down and then give them like a little karate chop in the middle?
No.
She
Okay.
doesn't,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Because that's a big thing over here. Anyway, I'm sorry, Amanda. Go
And
ahead.
I have to at least say 4 of those pillows, there's only 5 pillows. 4 of those pillows came with the couch.
but you would have them on there anyway
I have purchased 1 pillow for said couch.
for said couch. But how many other pillows have you purchased since we've been in this house?
Since we've been in this house, just that one.
No, there's been 3 or 4 in Target bags that I've seen.
Lies. Been one.
Lies.
There may or may not be some being purchased this weekend, but as of today, to date, Tuesday, October 1st, I purchased 1 pillow.
Well, this is a timely conversation then, so that now you know the pillows are being purchased. Now it's not a surprise.
Exactly.
But
But
I
they're coming.
find, Dave, that sitting on the couch with the pillows is not nearly as comfortable as sitting on the couch without them. So I'll always remove them too.
You have to
Because
remove them.
they're called throw pillows.
Right. You have to throw
So
them.
you throw them off the couch and then you sit down.
Gently throw them off.
No.
Well, no,
Couch.
but this is the problem. Is not only do I remove them to get comfortable, I have to remove them in a certain way and to a certain spot.
But you know what? That's fine. You remove them. We don't want your sweaty self on our decorative pillows anyway.
Exactly.
But then what's the point of
Wait,
Problem
Keep 'em
comes
clean.
when you don't replace them and put them back when you get up. Now I found my
I can't
decorative
find
pillows.
them.
Yes.
I
on the
can't
floor.
find them because while I
You
was
can find
sitting
them
on
if
the
you put them
couch,
upright.
someone came in and moved them to a completely different location. Now I have to search for the pillows. So, Dave, here's the kicker. What does the pillow on said couch at your house say?
It says, hold up, I got a picture of it. Something to the effect of "Let's just stay home."
But don't sit here is what it says on the back,
Right.
right?
It says, let's
Yeah,
stay
exactly.
home.
Well, but which is also funny because Adam, how many times in this month will you and Blair see my family?
Depends on how many times. I mean, we saw
3.
you just recently. Now we'll
Yeah.
see you night through the whatever coming up
Yeah.
next week.
So in a period of 30 days, you will see me twice
hmm
and my family once.
Mhm.
Do we ever
No,
do what
we
that
don't
pillow
stay home.
says?
I bought this
No.
pillow for Ellie because Ellie is a homebody, and Ellie constantly is saying, "Let's stay home, Mommy. I want to stay home." So she
Aw.
says it all the time. So when I saw that pillow, I thought of Ellie, and I bought it for her.
So you have 6. How many do we have?
5. We have 5.
Okay, we have
Oh, you
5
have 5.
apparently.
We have 5 too.
Because you got to have, evidently that's a rule as well. You
One
gotta
in the
have-
middle,
Yeah.
Yes.
2 on the sides.
And
Yes,
then 2 like in between those. Like you have to have 1 on the middle seam, 2 in the corners that are karate chopped gently so that they have a nice flare at the top. And then so the 2 outside ones are big blue ones with big wooden buttons on them. Then the next
Which-
2 have these little sequin type shiny
I
things
s-
embroidered.
I
The
said on
middle
the-
one is a peacock.
So pretty.
I didn't
Because
see the peacock.
We have a bird theme in that room, so it makes sense. But
Do
yeah,
you?
5 pillows as well on ours. So I wonder if that's like the average.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, then let me ask you this: pillows on the couch, fine. I can get behind that. But what's up with 50 billion pillows on the bed?
Hang on, I'm looking right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we don't sleep, that we don't use to sleep.
We
So
had
9 total.
Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, we have 4 that we used to sleep on, so we each have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then previously, so we got new bedding. We got new bedding this week, and that's why we'll be getting new pillows this weekend. But so previously,
On the
we
bed
had-
that we're not going to use these pillows.
What?
They're pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty. I use them every day to look at.
Yes.
How often do you make the bed, honey?
Well, if you're
Uh-oh.
out of it, I normally do.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yes, that
you
was
know
an
what?
awkward coffee pause. Sorry.
You know what? How often do you use your pops, your Funko Pops?
Good point.
The Funko
I look
Pops.
at them. I use them all the time to look at them.
Right.
Okay, same
Same
for my
as-
pillows.
No.
Exactly.
The Funko Pops actually have monetary value.
And so do our
Oh,
pillows.
no.
When's the last
Hey,
time you
hang on.
purchased pillows, sir?
I can't.
They
Dude,
are
I can't
not
even
cheap.
with that.
Adam, you
Come
shut
on,
your
no,
face. Shut
no,
your face.
I'm sorry. You are using the same thing that Beanie Baby people say. I'm going to sell them one day for a profit. No, you're not.
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
buddy
I won't let
Carrie.
you get away with that.
My
one.
buddy Carrie has sold his pops for a profit.
How much of a profit?
What do you say? He made like,
Compared to his collection,
yeah, he's got a whole room full of pops.
See, and if he's got some original ones,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
those
got
probably
some.
are worth a little bit. But if you're going and buying some of the ones they make today,
your one
You're
from
never gonna
Target
offload it.
is not going to make you money later.
what did you get from Target?
Oh, dude, I've got tons from Target. I buy a lot of those from
What
Target.
was your latest one? I'm so
My
excited. to
latest.
hear.
Oh, actually,
What was it?
Claire, please tell me about your new
I have a
pillow.
latest
Oh my
one.
goodness.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh, they're
I have
so
a latest
pretty.
one, Adam. Well, the latest one I got, you got for me.
That's right. Yeah.
But the other latest one I got, Pat Check got for me at D23. I got the Dapper Dans,
Nice.
and it's awesome. And that one's actually worth $100 right now.
Well, so see, we can draw a comparison here.
Mhm.
Pillows equals Funko Pops.
No, are your
No.
pillows worth monetary value later?
Are you going to sell them for that much?
I could.
Are you?
Oh, Dave,
I'm pretty
you're
sure
gonna sign up for it.
there's a couple of boxes over here of baseball cards he's had for decades.
Now, hold on. When those
We're
baseball
holding
cards,
on to because
Wait.
they're worth monetary value.
when those baseball cards were bought for me,
Uh-oh.
when I was in high school, in the early and late 90s, they actually had monetary value. My dad told me to hang on to them, but now the 90s baseball cards, they flooded the market, and they're worthless. They're not even worth the cardboard they're printed on.
Just like Beanie Babies.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
are
from-
correct.
And
Shut your mouth, Adam Russell.
I can't let you get away with that one. I'm
It's
sorry.
true.
I'm sorry.
Whose
That
side
one
are
I
you
won't.
on here?
I'm on everybody's side, Dave, because let me tell you why. Because if I let you go too far down the path of the Dapper Dans being worth $100,
Mm-hmm.
then eventually there's going to come a point where that $100 is worth more than them sitting on a shelf, and you're signing yourself up to sell them. When you grab those and you say to yourself, "Does this bring me great joy?"
Yes, it does.
When you KonMari it, you're going to have to ask that question one day.
It will always bring me great joy because it reminds me of the happiest place on earth.
Oh, so that needs to be your souvenir the next time you come down here.
Another
Go
Dapper
to the Disney home store and get a pillow.
I'll support
It's
it.
a pillow that reminds you of the happiest place on earth.
Okay,
everybody.
so let me ask.
I do want to be our guest pillow. for
Yes.
this bed.
Mm-hmm.
That I can understand. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. Guest bedrooms.
Preach.
Why-
Go ahead, man.
Why does the guest bedroom, ladies, have to be to the nines?
It's not to the nines, Dave. It's in a basement. Come on now.
It's in a great, but in our other house, you gave them one of the bigger bedrooms. The guest bed, yes.
Ellie's bedroom was bigger than guest
No, it
bedroom.
wasn't. It had more furniture in it. It had a
Sure
TV in it. We had
Sure
all
did.
the stuff. When we're having our normal guests come, I don't know if I want them to stay a week or week and a half.
They watch your kids for free. So you give them a bed and a TV.
No, because let me tell you, we watch Flipper Flop and
Love all those
Love
shows.
It or List It and all of this. And one of the things everybody says is, we're moving to Hawaii. We want to make sure we have a guest bedroom. Ain't nobody flying to Hawaii to come see you. I hate to tell you that. I hate to tell you that. We used to have Aiden's room used to be our guest bedroom, and it was a
still
very
is.
beachy theme. But it's this. Well, that's true for you, yeah.
Yeah.
But it used to be completely decorated and untouched. And I think to your point, it was one of those things that sits there and isn't used, but it still has to be cleaned and still has to be straightened and still has to be et cetera, et cetera.
But ours
I don't
is
have
used
as
a
much
lot.
of a problem with the utility of a guest bedroom as I do. And I know that my mom's going to have an opinion on this one, so I expect a call to the birth line. Hand towels in bathrooms and decorative soaps.
Mhm.
We don't do that. I don't have any hand
Okay.
towels like that.
You
They-
don't.
Don't,
So
don't
my-
dry your hands
my
on
mother did.
that towel.
My mother did,
That-
and I
don't
would-
use that soap. And they look very nice, and it makes the bathroom look presentable. But we don't have.
We
that, I
don't have that
think.
either. No.
But that was one thing as a kid. It's like, it's so convenient, and it's right there.
I just want to use it.
I just want to use it.
But our guest bedroom is used a lot. My mom lives a little bit over an hour away. My sister lives a little bit over an hour away. And they come up to babysit. For example, my sister's coming up to babysit on Saturday while we're at Dave's high school reunion. And if she stays overnight, she'll stay in the guest bedroom.
Mhm.
My
But
mom-
she's not staying overnight.
She's not this time because she's singing in the choir. But at church the next day. But normally she would sleep in the guest bedroom.
There you go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gets lots of use.
So what is the balance then? Where are we landing with this? Are we saying that if it has utility, it's okay? If it has meaning to you, like sentimental value, it's okay? Like, what is the balance between the Funko and the pillows?
Do the 50 billion pillows have sentimental value to you?
It is a collection, just as your Funko Pops are your collection, just as your bourbon collection is your collection.
I drink my bourbon collection.
It is a and I'll look at my pillows.
You don't drink your pillows.
I don't have to drink them. It is a collection, just as yours is a collection.
I wear my hats, so don't bring my hats up either.
And your
Oh,
hat.
please bring the hats up. I want to see where that goes, please.
Well, there's boxes of them all in this room right now that are clearly being used.
Hello.
One is being used in your head. There's about 14 on the lamp upstairs.
There's only 3 on the lamp upstairs. Thank you.
14 on the lamp. I picture the guy in Pirates of the Caribbean with all the hats on his head. You know?
One day when our house burns to the ground, just know that it's probably because Dave leaves his hats on top of the lamp.
Well, if a fire
no.
does start, you have enough pillows to like stamp it out with. Right?
See, utility.
Here's another thing that this just came up this week that I want to ask my wife for the importance of.
Okay.
So at the old house, Amanda's very good with woodworking. She is the Ron Swanson of this family.
Oh God. Thanks, baby.
She's very good with woodworking skills. So she made a nice outdoor bench.
I never said it
for
was
the
outdoor.
front of the front porch of the last house. We had it on the front porch of this house. Amanda, in all of her wisdom, decorating wisdom, says, let's bring this bench into the foyer of this house, not 10 feet away from the couch, and use it as a decoration.
Okay, so let's back up. It's an entryway.
It's a foyer.
It's an entryway bench. Now,
Why do you need an entryway bench?
What if you want to come in and take your shoes off so you don't walk on our brand new carpet?
But why do you need a bench?
Because I like it and I made it, and that's where it's going.
Okay.
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 Makes
So
sense
Dave,
to
you
me.
just need to start making your own Funko Pops.
Well, I'm trying to decorate my downstairs man cave like I wanted to, but Amanda's telling me that the whole downstairs isn't my man cave.
No, you don't get 1,800 square feet of man cave. Sorry.
Why not?
Wow.
You have this room, and it's more than a lot of guys have. So.
Yeah, but most of that's going to be taken up with the mural when you think about wall space.
That's true. I can't. I mean, I've got 6 Daniel Moore paintings. She won't let me hang them anywhere but in my podcast room. But yet she gets to choose the paintings and the other 3,200.
This is exactly why nobody replied.
Yeah.
I noticed the looks between you and Blair too. So what was that?
No, I think most of the house, I give her decorating license. I've even bought 1 or 2 things here and there, like for Mother's Day or stuff, that ended up making the walls of fame. I think our TV room, though, we have a mix.
Yeah.
Like it's where you nap when you come over, Dave.
I know.
You fall asleep on the couch, and we have
very
like,
good if you wedge yourself in the middle of the pillows.
It's really comfortable.
like in that corner right by the table, right?
Yeah.
So her
But it's
pillows
got-
have utility?
No, not that pillow, not that pillow couch.
Okay.
But it's like a mix. I think
It
that's
is.
where we kind of let each other put whatever we want on those shelves. My Rocketeer print is in there,
Yeah.
and my John Forney signed Alabama posters in there, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, I think it's the same thing. Everywhere else is
I
Pretty
put your
much fine.
stuff out. In our old house, we had bookshelves. We'll have bookshelves built here, but we just don't have bookshelves yet. But on your bookshelves, we had your bobbleheads, we had your signed baseballs, we had your Alabama turf that Holly gave you from Legion Field.
Oh yeah, I've got the
We
Legion
have-
Field turf with 315. Yeah,
We had I put all kinds of stuff like that on the bookshelves, so I don't know what you're complaining about
but not my nice Daniel Moore paintings.
because they're huge and you have a lot of them.
Oh, are they full size Daniel Moores?
Yes.
Oh, of
yes.
course they are.
Okay.
I mean,
Like I've got the one from Auburn game in 08 that's like that size.
oh no, I've got the.
No, these are like
The big ones. Sorry, everybody can't see what we're talking about. But
Yeah, we need to figure out a way to get the video because this would be fun video to see.
we're about to knock walls down. Like our contractor's coming tomorrow to talk about knocking walls out. We don't have
Oh,
enough
wow.
walls physically to put.
they're not knocking down the one behind you where you're putting the mural, are they, Dave?
No, this is a center. This is a outdoor wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in the basement, so that one's
Okay, good.
outdoor.
Yeah. Oh no, that one's going to get some soundproofing material on it.
Okay.
So this is going to be a nice studio.
Studio.
So
The Alabama
so-
studio.
Yeah, no, the unrelated to birth studio.
Well, that has to be 2 of those.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's the Alabama branch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to soundproof your little nook there and have the?
I don't think I'm going to be able to hang soundproof material in our bedroom, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
Unless that soundproof material is books on this bookshelf behind me.
I mean, it
I
could
think
work
that's about
because
it.
when Mr. Dave comes over and throws stuffed animals all over your kids in your bedroom,
Or when you teach my son how to choke slam.
that was
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
That
It's like,
was
Daddy,
awesome.
come here. Let me try on you what Mr. Dave taught me.
Did he?
Yeah, that was
Has
a lot
he
of
yet?
fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So between baby poop orange and choke slamming, I think Aiden's found a good friend.
Yeah. You've made
Yeah.
a heck of an impression.
Yeah. They miss you.
Yeah.
Well, I will see them next week. So Adam, I've brought up all the issues. Let's come on. You've got to bring up 1 or 2 at least.
Well, I think anything around here. I brought up the decorative soap and the hand towels.
Your mom, you got to bring up
I
some-
agree on the pillows. So you're saying I have to make things uncomfortable with my wife?
Yes, because I made it
Oh, I have
uncomfortable
to.
for our listeners. You have to do it as well.
Well, the pillows. The bed wouldn't look good with just the pillows we sleep on.
Why not? I did it all through college. And it's a
horrible.
bed.
Point made. Thank
Who
you, Dave.
comes
You just
into
made your own point?
Who besides you and Adam and your kids come into your bedroom and judge your bed?
Adam's parents?
You, because that's where you choke slammed my son.
Well, that's because that's where they were sitting on the bed
Thank-
after they come home from
And
school.
thank God for all the pillows.
Right?
Soft.
I taught him the safe way to take a bump. I mean,
Yeah, all the important stuff.
exactly. He watched Raw for the first time with me too. So
Oh my gosh. I still don't know what the heck that was you showed me. You showed us that
the Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, Yeah,
I still
that was
have
crazy.
no idea how to process
We're
that.
really
crazy.
glad that you're our
No.
friend, and this is a feeling that will never ever end.
That last part is accurate, but I don't know what the feeling is yet.
All right, I've got one.
Okay,
I've
if
got
you
one.
have one, go ahead.
I've got
Uh-oh.
one that I'm not sure why Dave doesn't like it.
Uh-oh.
Shiplap. What do you have against
boom.
shiplap?
Boom.
It's beautiful.
No, it's not. It's old.
It's pretty.
You would decorate our whole house in the 90s.
You're right, I would, because the
Oh.
90s are back.
No.
Shiplap is like the 60s and 70s.
Shiplap's kind of more like the 1860s or 70s.
Right, exactly.
It's even better.
Give me Hunter Green.
Ew.
Give me brass fixtures.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why Dave does not get to decorate her house.
Thank goodness.
Look, I grew up in a big yellow Victorian dollhouse that had a Hunter Green room, that had brass fixtures, that was beautiful. And I want my house to look as beautiful as that Victorian dollhouse.
Mm.
Yikes.
I wish y'all could see the look that Amanda's giving me.
Wow.
We do not live in a Victorian dollhouse. So
We live in a nice rancher.
our rancher.
A rancher.
Well, see, Amanda wants
David.
cedar shutters, and she wants to paint the brick white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Like paint white or whitewash?
Paint, because it's already like a yellowy beige color. So paint, but yeah, like an off-white with cedar shutters.
I'm losing this battle, I can tell.
See, dude, I'm totally on board with the wood floor, the gray wood floor, the gray walls. I mean, you've seen how our house is, like the whole like Joanna Gaines thing. I'm sold on it.
Light and
So
bright.
you're not going to get any points with me on that one. I'm
And
sorry.
so is the rest of America. That's why they've made millions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I'm
they got it going on. whether
I'm
you
just
like
the
it or
one
not.
that I look at what they do, and I don't like it. I
That's
don't
true.
like the Joanna Gaines look. I just don't. I just never
That
have.
really hurts my heart.
Me too.
Look,
You don't know why you're going to do it anyway.
you don't like
mean,
the crimson
it's
and
gonna end
white
up that
look
way.
that I like in any house.
Crimson and white look?
Yeah.
That's not even a look.
So if you did shiplap, would every other one be crimson white, crimson white, crimson white?
Yes.
Dear
Oh,
God.
You know,
like a
You know what
popcorn
you know what I'd like to do with this room?
What would you like to do? Now, give us your vision. Lay it out.
This is your room. You do.
I
you
want
do
the
you.
bottom half of the room white with a color. There's an actual color named elephant. A nice pencil stripe of elephant, and the top half crimson.
First of all, if you're going to do that, you need to reverse it. The bottom should be.
No, because the bottom looks like it looked like a chair rail.
You're going to make your ceilings look lower.
So
the dark.
So you want the bottom to be white so that it looks like decorative wood trim,
Yes, but not
otherwise
shiplap.
known as.
No. Board and batten. Board and batten. Board and batten.
Okay, so like beadboard kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay.
And
So
then,
there will be no reclaimed pallet wood used in your room
Right.
when you decorate it. Okay.
right, exactly. I don't want cheap wood in here. Why would you want cheap wood on your wall?
Who said that I'm doing cheap wood?
Wait a second. No, wait, hold on. No. It better be. Okay.
She only uses reclaimed Italian pallets,
I mean,
imported.
I wouldn't be shocked.
We're not talking plywood here.
Well, that's what most pallets are.
No, they're not plywood.
No,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
they're
Okay.
1x4s or something like that, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something.
They're pretty.
Something. Pallets are pretty?
I didn't say
Yes.
pallets. Nobody said pallets.
It's
Blair
not
just did.
pallets.
Well, reclaimed
no,
wood.
not
She's saying
pallets.
reclaimed wood.
Yes.
I just
Okay.
use
Yes.
pallets as an example because that's how most people
They're
pull
not
that
pallets.
look off. That people will tear apart pallets and hang the
Yeah.
pallet wood on their wall.
I've seen that, and I've seen
I
where they've
would do
actually
that.
made benches out of pallets.
I'm talking more like reclaimed hardwood floor or reclaimed like
What kind of benches? Entryway benches?
Yes. No. Porch
Foyer
benches.
benches? Porch benches?
Foyer benches
Portico share benches?
that are made to sit on to take your shoes off.
But when you say that, you make it sound like I pulled in our wicker. Like that's not. That's not,
I wouldn't put it past you.
that's not the case. It's just a wood bench that's stained a dark color. Like it's not like your outdoor cushion vinyl bench.
It's not a black wrought iron bench.
It's just right. It's just
It's a wooden bench, but
it used to be outside, and I moved it inside. There's nothing.
but it's actually
significantly
rather
outdoor.
large. I mean, it takes up half the walkway of this foyer.
But it's about to not take up half of it because we're about to knock that wall out.
You
There
know,
go.
you don't know. Travis might have some other plans. He's
Are
going to
you
come in
sure
here
it's
tomorrow.
not a load bearing wall?
I don't know. We might have to put a beam there.
Are you going to love it or list it?
We're definitely going to love it because we just bought the house. All right. Before we get ourselves in more trouble, I think we need to let our wives go to bed or something because we have some more Zach Brown ranting to do, don't we, Adam?
I believe so. I don't know if Blair's going to bed tonight. You have Dancing with the Stars to watch.
I've got
and
lots
This
to
Is
catch up
Us,
on. Yes.
And Outdaughtered.
Yes.
Yes.
Lauren and Elena got kicked off.
Don't tell me that.
Seriously?
No, she didn't.
Oh my gosh, man! I was about to say the whole episode's over now because
I do know that
really
somebody's
bad.
left. I do know that somebody left because a pro football star has dropped out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've got to go watch.
Mr. Spoiler.
I mean,
You can't stand it.
yeah.
Well, I'm a season behind on This Is Us, so no spoilers there, please.
There
This
you
is
go.
so good.
Well, we're gonna rant about. Don't. I'm covering it. He doesn't want to know. He just put the story on the camera for everybody to see. I had to cover. I've got two screens in front of me. I had to cover both of them.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, well, thank
All
you,
right.
ladies, for your opinion.
Yeah.
I consider ourselves thoroughly defeated. You guys win.
Well, I mean, we know that the battle of the sexes, the wives always win.
Always.
I mean, everyone says that the male is the dominant sex of the species. It's not the case. Behind every strong male is an even stronger female holding him up.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch television now.
I'm trying to be nice, okay?
Not real sure what that was.
That was a compliment with a capital K. That was interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I'm Patrick Swayze.
Oh gosh, no! Don't get it stuck in my head. Well, thank you, Blair.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amanda.
I can't be your Tom Cruise female dog.
We're gonna go be dominant species while y'all go watch TV.
Have fun.
All right.
All right.
No, I guarantee you, by the time I get off this podcast recording, Amanda will be asleep.
On my pillows.
Well, it's so comfy.
All right. Take
All right.
Max with you, please.
Bye.
She's not taking the dog with her.
He's eating cardboard. He's got a whole meal going, Dave.
Oh, he's following her.
Oh, there
He's
you go.
following her. Oh, there he goes. All right. Oh, there goes Blair, too. Blair's ears just.
Now it's just us. This is us.
This is us. Oh, look what you did there. Okay. I never thought I'd be the guy to do this. I've always been, ever since Zach Brown, before you even knew who Zach Brown was, I was a huge Zach Brown fan. I mean, he played the bars in Tuscaloosa. He played the Southeast, and my brother introduced me to him. He's, to me, if you remember the band Trotline, from Tuscaloosa, this country band that kind of still just does the Southeast tour. But anyway, to me, Zach Brown was Trotline that made it big. So the Southeast country band that just did that stayed true to the Southeast roots. And then, first off, Jekyll and Hyde. I thought, okay, they did an album where there's some country, there's some pop, there's some standards. I mean, Maple, what was the Mango Tree that he did with Sarah Bareilles?
At least
Great
with the name
song.
of the
Wasn't
album,
country,
kinda knew
wasn't
what you were
anywhere
walking
near it,
into.
but it was
Jekyll
sounded
and
like an
Hyde,
old
there's
classical
two sides
standard.
to him. There's the countryside and the something else, and it's going to go back and forth a little bit.
Right.
You kind of knew what you were walking into. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then his next album was My Roots. We thought, okay, he's back to his roots. This is what this is going to be.
Ow, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it.
When they came out with this new album, the Owl or something like that? Owl. I thought, okay, Zac Brown's got a new album. I'm excited. Someone I used to know, maybe it was just something the record execs were making them do. Maybe they lost themselves on this one song. The rest of the album is going to be awesome.
Which when I first listened
And then
to it,
I
I
looked
thought
at
was
the
a song
titles
about
on
root
the
beer.
song on the
I
album.
thought it was saying A&W.
OMW. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
but even that, the song itself wasn't horrible. And I see that OMW, OMW, baby,
what's
I'm
that
on
guy's
my
name on
way.
YouTube that
I mean, it's in that
watched
Zac Brown swing. It's
Zac Brown. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Oh well.
the country. We got to get him on the show. Country Cast.
Anyway,
I don't know his name.
Anyway,
But
so
the name of
watching
the
those, I mean, it's
the
like
name of
he's
the
explaining
channel is Country Cast.
to is an older dude, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to hit you up with that OMW. That means I'm on my way." It's like you don't have to mansplain this to people. Like we all use OMW fairly frequently. You know, I think I don't want to jump too far ahead, but
Right.
There's not a. To me,
Right.
there's not a song that harkens back. Like Jekyll and Hyde kind of went back and forth, and he had the next album that was country. This one stays in that other lane, and it never comes back, which is the issue I have with the other release that he has. And that's why I'm saying I don't want to jump too far, because that ultimately will be what I go back to.
Well,
But continue.
before we get there, before we get there, let me take you back 6 years ago.
No.
Well, this
Might as
isn't
well
Zac
be at this
Brown,
point.
Dave. What is this?
That feel good stuff up under the seat of my bed.
That's Luke Bryan.
Well,
Everybody's favorite.
hold up.
Rolling on 35s.
Who is this,
Not
Adam?
on tonight. Mm-hmm.
What song is it though? That's the whole point. It's called That. That's My Kind of Night. So 2013, Vancouver, Connecticut, Vancouver's 93.7 JRFM. A quote from Zac Brown. There's not a lot of country format that I really enjoy listening to. If I hear one more Tailgate in the Moonlight Daisy Duke song, I'm going to throw up. There's songs out there that have been on the radio now that makes me ashamed to even be in the same format as some of the other artists. I love Luke Bryan, and he's had some great songs. But this new song, That's My Kind of Night, is the worst song I've ever heard. I see it being giant commercially successful within what's called quote unquote country music these days. But I also feel like there's like that people deserve something better than that.
Mm.
He adds, I'm opinionated because I care so much about the genre of country music and the songs. Let's fast forward 6 short years. 6 short
You better be
years.
careful. You better be careful.
Zach, this is you. This is you, Zach.
You better be careful.
Gucci bag. Stacks on stacks.
All right. That just, God given is just, so bad.
Gucci bags. Stacks on stacks.
So this goes
Diamonds fill
back
up the
to the
champagne
conversation
glass.
we had.
I'd rather
a couple
listen to
weeks ago, right?
tailgate songs than that
Was it?
crap. Zach.
And the fact that the target country music audience right now is
Mhm.
female, predominantly female. And what country music has decided that those females want to hear, whether or not they actually want to hear it, is that, wow, look at you, you're great, and you got all this stuff, and it's all about you and what I think about you and what I'm going to do to pick you up and all that stuff. He's falling right in line with what the rest of country music has done. And if you think about what's happened in those 6 short years is he's gone from being in a position where he wrote all of these great songs, Colder Weather, Highway 20 Ride, and all of those songs, to now looking and the country music market has pretty much passed him by. And now all of a sudden he's grouped in with the Jason Isbells and people like that that aren't being heard on the radio an incredible amount of time. And what's commercially successful and paying the bills is That's My Kind of Night.
But the problem is,
and so I think to him, I don't know that they would say that that's the same kind of song, because it's obviously not completely country, but as musically talented as the Zac Brown band is, God Given is a waste of those people's time. It's an absolute waste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The problem is Jimmy DiMartino, their fiddle player, might be the best fiddle player in country music today. And I've seen him play when Zac Brown was still considered Zac Brown country. Jimmy DiMartino, in my mind, possibly,
but really, I mean,
rivals Charlie Daniels on the fiddle.
There are.
And that's huge. But, you know, there's what, 7 people on Zac Brown's, in the Zac Brown band.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
You need
that's the thing, that
one person to
Zac
make
Brown
the crap that's on the album.
God Given is literally like Picasso doing a coloring book. I mean, it's so stripped down and so basic and so pandering and so formulaic that it is almost just ridiculous that they even did that. And I'm going to go ahead and use that as a segue, because you need just one person to make that song. Like, the musical talents of the rest of the band were nowhere on a good portion of this album. And they're also nowhere on The Controversy. I'm going to go ahead and segue. That's the second release. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, hold up. I just have to do this.
And even if you'd never live in a van down by the river, it still gets to you.
Free. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
We live out
I'm telling
you. Dude, I can let this play all night. And then, see, what's cool about these songs.
Hold up.
Did you ever get into the group, the show Nashville? Hold up. Hey. So he did a live version of Free. You need to look this up.
That's the other point.
You need to look this up and
before we get into the controversy.
Let the whole
Zac Brown
7-minute song just
almost like
bathe.
To me, they were the Dave Matthews Band of country music, because it wasn't just about Free and Highway 20 Ride. It was the jam. They could just sit there and they would play for a few minutes and riff off the end of a song and just go. And people dug it.
Right.
Yeah.
Zac Brown. Yeah, musically, Zac Brown can play the fiddle part of Devil Went Down to Georgia on his guitar. He does not need to be singing about Gucci bags, stacks on stacks.
About that, and he's leaving everybody behind.
Diamonds fill up the champagne glass.
With Controversy, No, I'm going to save it for the end. With The Controversy,
say your line.
He released
say your line,
as
because
a
you just
solo cut, and I've seen reviews call it genre bending, and he said that he doesn't only like country music, he likes other things, and so he wants to make stuff that's different. Here's the problem. The Controversy sounds just like The Owl. It is literally all of the songs that the record executives and the label would not let them put on The Owl.
Exactly.
He just said, okay, well, I'll make something different and just put my face on it. But half of the album is just him anyway, because you're not using any of the musical talents of the rest of the band. So I don't understand overall what the entire idea was. This feels like, I use this
let me
simile, metaphor, whatever. I use this comparison on Twitter. This is his Chris Gaines moment. He's having an identity crisis right now, where he feels like he's got to do something to stay relevant. So he freaked out.
But the difference,
it's true.
The difference between Chris Gaines and Zac Brown is Chris Gaines was to set up a movie eventually.
Yeah.
Garth was always Garth.
Well,
Garth
and
did
to
that
be
after
honest,
the double live
it crashed
album.
and burned. I mean, the whole
He
thing
never
fell apart, but the idea
ran
behind it was
away from
actually
Garth.
it was actually kind of interesting to think that you're going to have a guy that was always calling Baton Rouge
I loved it.
play a pop star, and they were going to release the album before the movie so that when you saw the movie, you'd already heard the songs. If it had worked, it would have actually made him almost a trillionaire, man. It just didn't pan out. It wasn't handled the right way. So I agree with you. I really like that album. But with this, it's like literally you released an extra EP, like small album of cuts that didn't make the other thing. It's like the deep cuts from the Owl. But the Owl is aptly named. I have to say, I completely agree with the name. Because when people listen to this album, do you know what they say? Who is that? Who?
It's horrible.
That's why they called it the Owl. Anyway, but
oh, yeah, yeah. Just let me. I've been reading this. Unfortunately, the song's been stuck in my head. This is worse than God Given. This is off. I'm going to edit it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
This is off the Controversy. I can't be your Tom Cruise beep. I'm Patrick Swayze. Every time I get a new beep, I need a new beep. I'm just saying, I'm so Swayze. About to ghost on you, Patrick Swayze. Swayze, beep. About to ghost on you, Patrick Swayze. I'm just saying, I'm so Swayze. Beep. About to ghost on you, I can't be your Tom Cruise. I know you want that Top Gun, but I just came to have some fun. Your mission is impossible, truly, to be the only one. Beep. Okay. I'm Patrick Swayze. Okay. Might be bouncing in a roadhouse faded.
You have to stop.
Even Dirty Dancing get naked.
Please.
Still at the heartbreaking got me
Dave,
jaded.
Please.
So I'm a Demi, you some
My
more.
IQ is dropping by the
if you
second.
even
Please
walk back through my door, it's really business trying to hold me.
So here's the thing.
Hope you understand the metaphor.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is the same man that. So we live out in our old van, travel all around this land.
Here's the problem. Again, it's a song.
Just as free.
Saying
as
to women,
free as we'll
I
ever
don't care
be.
what you want. I'm bringing something. Here's what I'm doing, and here's what I can do, and here's me coming at you. It's all about his perspective.
That's what I want.
And I think it's totally misguided. Just like the conversation we had a couple of weeks ago. It's totally misguided with Shelby. Yeah, totally misguided. And not only is it totally misguided, but the dude died, man.
Shelby, yeah.
Can we let him live in rest in peace? I mean, really? You could have picked anybody else. You could have been The Rock.
I know.
Or any number of people, but let Patrick Swayze just let him be. What does that even mean?
So you got that. I can't be your Tom Cruise beep. I'm Patrick Swayze.
The song sounds cool.
I know, right? And then you've got a couple years ago, more than a couple years ago, probably.
Oh, dude, don't.
I ride east every other Friday, but if I had it my way, my days would not be wasted on this drive. And I want so bad to hold you.
Let me tell you, you can't listen to that
things
song.
I haven't
you can't
told
listen
you.
to that song without
Your mom and me, we just couldn't get along.
For a dad to drive between Birmingham and Atlanta, I-20, meeting at the Georgia line to hand his child over to the woman that they just could not keep the marriage going. That's country music. There's somebody out there that the thing that always got me about that song is I used to drive between Birmingham and Atlanta
and there's so much
to go to Atlanta to Braves games and stuff. So you know what he's singing about, but there's somebody who's actually going through that. There is no single human being on earth that has ever said to their girlfriend, significant other, someone they were trying to pick up, I ain't your Tom Cruise, but I'll be your Patrick Swayze. That has never been said. And if it is, that person should be locked up. It's ridiculous.
Right? And that's the problem. That's the problem. Zach Brown made his living on country music, pure fiddle, guitar, country music. I hate that we are riffing on this every week, but this is the world that you and I live in. I made a confession to you the other day. I turned off King George to listen to a Dixie Chicks
They did
song,
a dumb thing.
and I felt so bad.
They were still solid in the country lane.
But
their music was always good, but they said a dumb thing at the wrong time. And
Yes,
given
but their music
the mindset of a lot of people right after 9/11, it was the wrong thing to do and the wrong thing to say.
Right.
And then they paid the price for that choice that they made. This is a conscious decision, premeditated. All these songs had to be written, produced, mixed, like perfected. All of this is very premeditated and well thought out choice to do this. This is his Taylor Swift moment. But that's the thing. I can't explain why, but it feels worse. It's almost like Taylor Swift was so young that we all knew eventually it was going to happen. But Zach Brown, I mean, Taylor Swift she opened for Brad Paisley one time down here. She came out and did Lose Yourself. She did Eminem's Lose Yourself. It was always kind of there. But this is so out of left field that it drives me nuts. But I will tell you this. We've harped on it a couple of times now. This will be the last time. You want to know why? Can I use my line now? So Mr. Zach Brown did a song with Alan Jackson, right? And it was "Don't Be Falling in Love While She's Walking Away," right? I like that song. I think it falls right in with what Zach did the best. So if we're not supposed to fall in love with something or give our emotions and time to something that is they're walking away from us, then Mr. Zach Brown, I will use your very words. And while you're walking away from country music, you co-opted us to become popular and famous. You used this format to make your money. Now you're going to go make it somewhere else. Walk away. And I'm not going to invest another single moment of time in this. It's that much of like a cut. You know, it's just a complete severing of ties at this point because there's nothing to harken back, and to do two albums that close together that are all the same.
I agree.
It's a hard cut. And if that's reading too much into something like an album and music, so be it. If it came on the radio, I wouldn't change it, but I can't say going forward that I'm a Zach Brown fan because I have a problem with, I feel like I don't want to say people from the South, but if you look at like NASCAR and you look at country music and even college football to an extent, there are people that will dive into those areas and use it only for their benefit with no intent whatsoever investing anything back into it. And we continue to let people do that. NASCAR has completely rewritten the rules where no one even watches races anymore because it's not as much fun to watch as it used to be. People will drop into country music. I mean, you got Kane Brown and now Zach Brown, and must be something about that name. And all of these people that come in and they cut an album just to get out there, and then they completely leave the genre behind. I mean, the Property Brothers have a country album, for Pete's sake. I mean, yeah, dude, look it up. The Property Brothers have a country album. Everybody uses this format for Canadian money and exposure, and then they just leave it behind and they don't invest anything back. I don't want to. And I have absolutely had it. It's Kanye West and his Sunday Service tour right now. He is co-opting the Christian faith to sell his clothing line, and people are allowing him to do it. And I think that if you really are passionate about something like we are about country music, you ought to tell these people, just go then. Just go. All of these guys just using it for profit, just leave, because I would rather only have a handful of good people that are true to the genre to listen to than have a lot of options, none of which are all that great. And whoever thought that you and I would say, I wish we had the Dixie Chicks back.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, I know, right? I mean, they're coming back to their album. It's failed, but here's my deal. If we just had Sturgill Simpson,
I think the
Tyler Childers, Chris Stapleton, and Jason Isbell,
like pushing the limit,
I'd be okay with that.
The language that they use sometimes and the things they sing about, I can't really get behind those guys. I mean, I'm not going to listen to country music if I have to change the song because an F-bomb is dropped or they're obviously singing about weed. I can't get behind those guys. I'd never listen to Willie Nelson for that very reason. But mamas don't listen. When did Toby Keith sing a song that was overtly about contacting your dealer because you were down to a bag of stems, like Chris Stapleton has done? There's literally a song called that. And if it's been played on the radio, if it's a deep cut on an album, that's one thing. But I'm talking about like overt. I just don't have any space for that, and I just rather have.
It's not.
I mean, Eric Church, it's in there, but it's veiled. It's the way country music has always been, you know. So, are you Googling to prove a point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never heard that song.
I am. There's Toby Keith has a song called "I Will Never Smoke with Willie Again."
No, I don't doubt that it's not funny, but I'm not.
Really?
If that
You need
came
to
on the
look- it's
radio, I
actually-
would turn it. It's not going.
It's
Probably
kinda
not
funny.
going to come
You
on
need
the
to look
radio
it up.
because it's not about tailgating or evidently diamonds in a champagne glass now.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Am I old? What is stacks on stacks?
Gucci bags, stacks on stacks.
She has a
Diamond filled.
Okay. It sounds like to me she needs a financial
Cash.
advisor, but that just makes me sound like an old man.
Cash on cash. Got lots of cash.
Stacks on stacks.
Because dang, girl, what you got is God given.
Especially if she's rich, because evidently she is.
Did you know? When I hear that OMW, baby, I'm on my way. I just, you know, here's another thing that you and I are passionate about. That this brings up to.
Yeah.
This brings up a
And
quote.
you
to
could
me.
even look at
You
his
were supposed to
background and say,
balance
"You were
the force,
chosen
not
one."
join the dark side. I mean, seriously. Yeah, Zach, you were the chosen one. You came, dude. Your concert series, your food series was called Southern Ground. You were ground
Chosen
in
one.
southernness.
Yeah. And he's
You
looking
were the
back at you saying,
chosen
"No, I have the
one."
high ground.
You were
Because he
supposed
got
to
so famous
balance
that now
the
he can do
force,
whatever he
not
wants.
join him.
Yeah. You know what? But hey, that's the beauty of it. At
Right.
the end of the day, Dave. If anybody wants to go listen to that
Fine,
people will vote with their downloads. And if it doesn't get the downloads, then it's a clear message that it's not going to take. But the problem is he's going to come back and do something that's going to be chicken fried again. And then what do you do? Yeah. 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 But
And everybody's, oh, they're back. He's back.
yeah.
I'd probably download it just because it's ZBB.
Well, I feel for, and again, this is
I will
all
tell you
totally
this.
reading
I
into
will
it. It
never
may
go
not
to
even
another
be the place.
ZBB
So for anybody
concert.
comments on the show post or anything saying that we're two old grumpy old men, I feel for. I know the band's making money along with Zach Brown, but as much as they've been marginalized
We are.
for a good portion of the album, I kind of feel sorry for them. Again, it's like Picasso making a coloring book. I mean, I don't know.
I do too.
We've already talked way too much about this topic, but
I mean, this is my. Listen to that fiddle, man.
There's a note on the table said I ain't
That
coming
beat.
back till your sorry ass is gone.
I tried. I forgot about it.
And around.
so
This is the wrong thing I've done.
it was all a ploy.
Wish me
It was
so
all a ploy. He was biding his time so that
Yeah,
he could sing
it's that
about
stuff,
stacks
man.
on stacks with Patrick Swayze.
I know.
It's all a ploy. He's not really Southern.
And Diamond's filling up the champagne glass.
Yeah, I think overall the big thing we can walk away with from this conversation is whether or not
he
any of
didn't
us
go
ever
to
listened
Georgia.
that band.
He didn't play.
It's a
Athens
continued
Theater.
lament on the state of country music. I mean, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And we're going to try to have that country cast guy on the show to
Yeah.
have another voice, because right now it's just been you and me and Shelby, and I know that Kyle Gilbert's going to say you need to listen to the station in Dallas. Well, it's in Dallas, Kyle. I thank you. I
just found out
understand
that
they
our
play
local
old
Christian
school
station
country.
here in Orlando.
Bring back the
has
new
a rewind
the
channel that
good
plays 90s and early
country.
2000s Christian music. I probably won't listen to anything but that probably for the next year. I'm just going to bask in that. Yes, it's not just 90s. You did, yeah. DC Talk.
Thank you for saying early 2000s, because I called you out. Because I called you out on it.
You're like
Hey,
the
look,
Snopes of
you
DC
know,
Talk.
when you put a DC Talk song in an album, I will fact check. Because if there is any group that I have followed their entire career, it's DC Talk. I was with them through heaven, heaven,
Dave,
heaven
what part of speech is
bound,
love?
heaven bound.
What part
Don't
of
you know
speech is love?
I'm
What type of word is
heaven
that?
bound?
There you go. Thank you.
Huh? Love is a verb.
Here's the Hang on. Where's the plug for this
Words don't mean,
jukebox?
don't mean much, but the words the same.
Oh,
You
it
can't
didn't
put
work.
trust in. We're talking about love in a different light. But all the
Haven't you
love it can
heard?
be just right. Boom. Hey, tell me, haven't you
Serious
heard?
word.
Love is a
You even got the
serious
modulation. Look
verb.
at you. I love it.
Hey, I think it's time you heard.
And I should just.
I don't
should just
care
cut
what
the
you
show
said.
right
I don't
there,
care
right?
what you heard. The word love.
Oh, no?
Love is a verb. Down with
Love
the
is a
DC
verb.
talk.
Boom. They know about the birth.
No,
650 UAB
No,
show.
because we haven't given out the birth line.
650 UAB show. I
what's the birth line number?
I want the city of Cleveland to call. They were directly referenced.
We need to have a cool
And I
song
need
with
the
that.
city of Cleveland to let me know their thoughts on that. So 650 UAB show,
Oh, man,
or
call
anybody
them
else that
out.
wants to call and leave a message. We'll play it on the show and we'll talk about it. So go do it already.
Amanda totally called them out.
What?
Yeah. So let me ask you. We do have to ask you this, Adam.
No.
You brought up my fandom. All-time favorite DC Talk song. If you say Jesus Freak, I will. Okay. Mine's a deep cut.
All right, tell me what yours is. I'm gonna have to actually pull up a
deep
list
cut.
because I have a couple. I have not even heard that song, so there you go.
Red Letters.
Okay, yeah.
It's from their Supernatural album. And it's just this melodic. You need to listen to it. It's a good. I always listen to it right
You
before I
listen to
took
this
my
before
test
your
in
test?
college.
I think I got to say I think it would have to be Love Is a Verb.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it gets me in
you
this
can't tell me that they
mood.
don't. There's not that point where they get to the part of thinking of a way to explain.
Really? That's a good
because
one.
you know when I'm flowing like a bottle of Drano. I mean, come on, that is like the '90s encapsulated into a lyric.
Explain.
Yeah, I'd have to say that one. That
That
whole album, Free at Last,
all
that whole
that stuff.
album. I could just have that on repeat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Or there's always. See, I'm even better.
Isn't he? In our community.
New Thing's my album.
Right now, it's saying,
He's doing it. God is doing a new thing. Who's doing it?
So I should just fade on that then, right? I should just fade on that. That's our outro music. I could, but we haven't talked about our socials.
Do what?
So hit them up, Dave.
You could. We haven't given the socials. All right. So if we are on Instagram, I'm at dadams419. He is at RunTideRun. The show is at Unrelated at Birth. If you're on Twitter, which we're actually kind of active on Twitter now. Yeah, if you want to be that tweet people, I'm at dadams419. He is at RunTideRun. The show is at Not Related Bros because it's impossible to find anything unrelated and birth on Twitter. And hey, we're going to shout them out anyway. We've done it before, but WDW couple. Check them out on YouTube because
that's
you need to
probably
check
their
out
best
their
video of all time.
their
But I might be a little
review.
biased.
You might see some little biased,
Oh my gosh, man!
just a little bit.
I still can't believe
But
that.
you know, you might see some ketchup get thrown.
Oh, jeez.
Greatest.
And not the funny part about it was I thought
I'm
she was
sorry, do you have a
apologizing.
cigarette?
So on the video, quick backstory because we got to round that story out for context. Filming a dining review at Cowfish with Josh from the WW couple, and halfway through his talking about his milkshake, ketchup flies from the table next to us and hits Dave in the side of his shirt, and Josh right on the chest of his shirt, in the middle of him talking. And so he gets up, goes, cleans it up. A child at the table had hit their little thing holding the ketchup, and that's why it flew in the air. So I lean over to Dave and I whispered, did they come over and say I'm sorry? And he's like, no, not yet. And so she walks over to Dave, the mom does, with the kid, holding the kid's hand and says, I'm sorry. And Dave goes, no, it's okay. And she gave you the most puzzled look and said, no, I'm sorry. I'm asking, do you have a cigarette? So she started with I'm sorry, which made us think there was an apology coming, but it wasn't. She was trying to bum a cigarette. And as Buddy Dyer says on the tram at the airport, we hope you enjoyed your Orlando experience.
Orlando.
That you'll have to find a video of it and play it as you're arriving.
I actually won't hear that this time. We're driving this week.
You're staying.
I'm staying in the city of alligators on a Tuesday night, and then I'll drive. Yeah, I know, right? I will wear all my Alabama stuff I can.
Yeah, you have to wear that.
Ooh, I wish I have a T-shirt.
I need pictures
that says "We made Tebow cry"
at supper or at the hotel.
I should
in the
wear
lobby.
that.
That's your whole Insta. Oh, see, nobody's going to see it then. So you have to wear it the next morning at breakfast then.
We won't be there until like 1:30 in the morning.
Walk into the Waffle House right off campus with that shirt on. Let me know what happens.
I can do that. I can do that.
Why not?
There you go. Waffle House. You expect
What's
me to
wrong
go
with Waffle
House?
Man, you and Blair are going to have words.
I mean,
now.
I
He
have
loves
higher
Waffle
standards than that.
Anyway, I digress.
Mississippi girl. Mississippi girl don't change her way. Okay. 650 UAB show. 650. All right, we don't have a good. Hey, tell you what, if you enjoyed the show, I am Dave Adams. I am the golden voice of the South, the human jukebox. You heard my jukeboxness earlier this evening. He is the phenomenal brother Adam Russell. If you enjoyed the show, we are at Unrelated at Birth.
But if you didn't enjoy this, then we're the Zach Brown Band, and this was The Controversy. All right, guys, see you next week.